Final race of the night then at Happy Valley. We finished over the 1,800 metres. So we started over the 22. We finished with the second longest tonight, 1,800 metres. Class 3 again. Shafano, fourth last time out behind Happy Sebring. Sichuan was run up at big odds, also in that Happy Sebring race for Tony Millard. Also trains Giant Turtle, probably roll forward from barrier 2. Danny Shum has 2 in the race. Owner Star, last start winner. Clement Legend comes here on a hat-trick after winning the back end of last season. Party Together, improved performance, finishing 4th behind High Rev last time out. And down to Rule Thee, who was 3rd last start course and distance behind Owner Star. Gets a little turnaround at the weights. Clement Legend and Jolly Jean are the horses that have been up at Chung Fa within the last 30 days. We've made our way across the touchscreen to have a look at the speed map here and some key races as well. And as far as the speed is concerned, Brett, well, there's 2 noted front runners really in Jolly Jean and Giant Turtle. It just comes down to Giant Turtle doesn't want it at the moment. Who wants it more, I suppose?
Well, that's right. Dylan Moe will ride Jolly Jean and Giant Turtle, Derek Long. You would think Jolly Jean is the more noted front runner of the 2, so maybe Giant Turtle defers and lets Jolly Jean go forward. It should create a decent pace. Throw in the Alfie Chan scenario on Tasha Delic here riding for John Moore, taking the £10 off. Perhaps they ride him forward too. He looks quite a progressive type. Clement Legend's in great form and he should get a lovely spot. Owner Star as well down there on the rail. Shanghai Chi could be the one that struck a little bit of trouble after the gates drawn wide.
All right, looks a bit of trouble there, only 3 wide. What have you seen out at the track, Paul?
Well, we're going to start with Shafano. I think he's been running really well recently. He did this as a bit of education. He jumped out of the barriers nicely, and then you can just see him under a hold pulling up. So he's not really doing too much as we focus in on him, but it was a decent workout overall for him. And Zach Purton aboard for John Moore. Shafano. Tasha Delic, the next one, again down the back straight. Another John Moore runner. He's stablemate. He's got the £10 claim. Alfred Chan aboard. And as we saw for that speed map, likely to go forward. He works nicely. And I thought this horse is on the improve. Party Together. Always a good name. And I think this horse goes well, and it was a good 4th from him last time. So maybe he's won a bit of value for exotics.
OK, all right. So we'll start off with one of the 2 Danny Shum train runners. Both last start winners in actual fact, but Owner Star was ridden by Neil Callan.
Owner Star, Neil, first win for the season. Would have been nice to get the monkey off the back with him.
Yeah, it's always nice to ride any winners, but look, you know, it was nice to get a winner for Danny, first winner of the season. I feel like I've galloped him since, and he feel like he's improved a bit. So hopefully he can go in again. He's got a nice draw. You know, he's a horse that came here. He's taken a few runs to kind of find his feet and find his niche. And you know, last time everything just fell right, and it was a little bit of a messy race, but because he jumped quite well and he got a position, he was able to sit there. And while all the, you know, the to and fro from horses making runs around them, he was just sitting there, just saving all his energy. And he gave me a nice kick in the straight, and he hit the line quite strong. And like I say, I feel like he's improved since. So hopefully he'll go there with another competitive chance.
So that was one of 2 wins for you on that night a fortnight ago. 2 wins for the season. Getting those, has that opened up more opportunities for you now?
Yeah, of course. Like, I mean, I've been here long enough. I know how it works, and you just keep working hard. And I don't try and change anything about my riding, because I feel when you start to try and change your riding style or change your way of thinking, you know, it shows. And then, you know, you start riding a bit bad, and then you know yourself you're riding bad. You know, every jockey knows when they're feel good or when they're not feeling good. And I feel like I've been riding well all season, and I'm not going to change that. I'm just going to keep working hard, and I'm going to keep riding hard, and hopefully the more opportunities will come after having those couple of winners, and hopefully it's onwards and upwards.
All right, well, Owner Star might go back in again. He was a big price that night. He's double-figure price again at the moment. Let's have a look at some of his rivals, though, and we'll start off here with... Well, Sichuan actually fared best. There he is covered up on the inside. He was a massive price this day, Sichuan on the back of an ordinary effort, I suppose, to start before. The other horses to concentrate on, Shafano, who runs into a little bit of trouble, and the other one just slightly in front of him at this stage is Splendour and Gold.
All capable in this race, I would have thought. Keep your eye on Shafano, though. He gets held up at a vital stage. Just here, he can't get a run, and then he goes for another gap, and it sort of closes, and then there's all sorts of congestion in front of him. He can't really build any momentum. Goes again for another run down there nearer the rail. It's still not there, and then he has to pull wide, and eventually gets out into clear galloping room, albeit very late in the race. Sichuan had the blinkers on here. He ran particularly well with those back on. But I thought Shafano's run had a lot of excuses there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think he's the one to beat in this one. He ran really, really well. It was a good run. I thought Splendour and Gold didn't have much go there.
similar type.
But I don't know if he's suited to Happy Valley. I think he's more Sharton.
Highly Together was in that race as well, but he finished stone last there. Clement Legend, what a story he's been. First up this season, wins again. Other horse to look at here is Lucky Time. A little bit shorter room, but there's a minor excuse.
Yeah, we spoke about, well, I'd mentioned anyway, I thought Clement Legend last season was possibly, one of the most improved horses, winning 5, and maybe he's not done yet. This certainly suggested that that's not the case, with a nice win here over Generator. It was one of those typical races where there was lots of chopping and changing and runs coming a long way out. So
raise the roof.
Yeah, get back to my tiling days there, Andrew. But he's obviously still got to be considered, I would have thought.
He certainly has, yeah. One of the 2 in the race then for Danny Shum. What do you say though, Paul?
I'm going to go with Shafano. I think he looks really tough to beat. He's on top to beat Party Together. I think he's an improved horse. It was a good run from him last time. Clement Legend, I always keep thinking he's reached his mark and he keeps improving. And Giant Turtle in there for 4th. 1, 10, 7 and 4.
Yeah, I think Shafano's going to take a lot of beating here. I've got him as the on-top selection, Shafano. Tashadelic with the lightweight, could be a John Moore Q. Owner's Star, Splendour and Gold, 1563.
All right, clean sweep then for Shafano. He's on top for me as well. As we have a look at the stats for the meeting, and it's Peter Ho, but his trump card runners, Paul.
Yeah, you can see he's 22 runners for 3 wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds. So he's don't play cards against him in Class 4 there. Class 4 trump runners, 40.9% first 3 rate, and he's got a couple of good chances, and Mr. Right being one of them, coming back here to Happy Valley from Sharton.
All right, and I know you like him as well. What about best bets, though?
I'm going to go with Universal Go-Go in race number 7. I really liked his run last time. I think he'd be a little bit closer and he'd be very tough to beat with Vincent Ho aboard. An impeccable fellow, Neil Cullen's mount. He's a big price at the moment. I'm interested to see if that holds up. But he definitely looks over. I think he's ready to win 3rd up. And I'll go in that race as the QQP, Tang Mia, impeccable fellow and shining on.
I thought Shafano in the last looked hard to beat despite the weight he's got to carry, so I went with him. Long shot Kobe Boy, he's about $9 at the moment. I didn't really find too many at a long price there. Winning Endeavour, Magnetism, Flame Lily, 358 QQP, race 3 I thought was the best.
All right, King's Trooper for me. It's a good race, but I think he's a really nice horse going forwards. King's Trooper, Joe Moreira from Barrier 2. And the runner later on should be, well, I thought it'd be about 20 to 1. Chad Schofield off the inside draw there for Douglas
Written
White.
by the runner.
And he is a runner as well. I hadn't thought about that, yeah. Jing Jing Win, the runner, and Shining Ace, the QQP in race number 6. All right, that just about wraps things up. Looking forward to Sasa Ladies Purse Day on the weekend. Great lineup, Exultant, last year's winner Time Walk Back, Singapore Slings, Southern Legend, Fiore.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Very much looking forward to seeing Exultant, particularly after what Lise Gracheur's been able to do in the last couple of weeks, or the last week. So, yeah, great race.
Plenty of entertainment on course as well, the fashion parade and whatnot.
As we know, Paul, where there's plenty of ladies, there's plenty of men.
That's the show. Thanks for watching. On behalf of Brett, Paul and the rest of the team, hope we see you at Happy Valley on Wednesday night when we'll be racing to win.
Good night.